Welcome back to some more Lord of the Rings Online. I'm here in Gondomar to try and finish up some of these quests. So as far as the prologue, we need to talk to these guys here, but first let me read the letter. Gaelthin, troubling news has reached me concerning Avorthal, son of Carnivore, and I fear that your work among the dwarves will become more complicated. There is a very real possibility that the dwarves have abducted Avorthal and plan to do him some great harm. I want you to work with the bearer of this note to find and rescue Avorthal, if you can. If the stout hand knows something about the fate of Carnivore's son, there may be fighting again in Ered Luin. Dourhands. Alright, so let's give this letter to the dwarf. Or the elf, I mean. He's up here. Is this true? Carnivore's son has been taken by the dwarves? This is grievous news, if it can be believed. Goblins are fell creatures that rely on treachery and deceit, and the dwarves have ever coveted the precious things of the elves. Capturing Avorthal might be the first step in some dwarf scheme to seize some of the relics we keep in Dourhands and sell on them. I thought the dwarves had put their envy of our people behind them, but if this is true, it seems they may still begrudge us our relics and things of beauty.
Greetings, friend. Will you lend me your ear?
I will see if I can learn anything from the dwarves here. Matthew Stouthand is the Lord of Gondomar, and he has spoken openly to me in the past. I will judge his conversation to see if he is hiding something. Do not betray what you have learned to anyone but an elf. The dwarves will surely raise guard if they gain any suspicion of what we know. This I do know. There is an encampment of strange dwarves to the north of Gondomar. You should go there and seek out Aglarken. He went to search for Avorthal there and has not yet returned. Find Aglarken there, learn of the dwarves of the lowlands, at least... Wait, what? Learn if the dwarves of the lowlands at least have turned against us. Be cautious, for the dwarves may still be hostile. Alright, so let's go do that. But first, we can also talk to Glamir, I think. No, Glamir is in the elf ruins somewhere outside of town. So let me go that way. Yeah, let me start over there, and then I'll head on north and deal with some of the dwarves. What do I got here? All the same stuff. Alright, I wonder what this elf is gonna have for me. Passed him earlier. Actually, we've done quests here already. My brother Calingil sent you? I fear that both my brothers and I have sorely underestimated the depth of the defilement of these once bountiful lands. Even with your help, I am not sure we can do more than stem its growth, much less destroy it. What is this guy doing? I'm trying to read here, and he's just trying to whoop my ass. Alright, we're good. Nevertheless, I am grateful to have your aid. When you have rested a bit, let us discuss what steps we can take to deal with the sorrowful blight. Alright, so there's a few quests here.
Greetings, friend. Will you lend me your ear?
Eastern Hod Lyn is home to some ancient burial mounds of the Edain, the men who lived here in a past age. We have received reports of evil wights stalking these burials and mounds. Such creatures are mere corpses animated by fell spirits, not the relics of the spirits of men. As such, they are irredeemably evil, and it is our duty to exterminate them without compunction. I do not know why these creatures are abroad in these dark days, but I suspect some working of the enemy. Be that as it may, I ask you to destroy the bodies of these evil creatures and send their spirits back to the shadow from whence they came.
Sweelad Melon.
I have sorry news indeed, Kippen. I have discovered the source of the evil that haunts this place. It seems that in the years of Arnor's wars with Angmar, the Witch King sent fell spirits to stir the bones of the dead within the mounds of the Edain. We thought this foul sorcery was performed only upon the mounds of the Barrow Downs in Cardolan, but alas, we were wrong. Whites stalk our lands and we knew it not. Please forgive me, Kippen, but I must ask you to fight these horrible things. Try to loosen their grip on Hodlin, while I search for a more permanent means of ridding the land of their presence. Alright, so let's go fight some wights. So they should be all the way to the east. So let's go that way for now. And then on our way back, we'll try to find Averthal. Or Algarken. Too many elven names, man. They're too hard for me to pronounce. Alright, so what do I gotta do? Just kill some wights? Alright. We can do that. Alrighty. Got another archer here. So there are plenty of them for me to kill. Just a matter of doing it. Wonder what does more damage, my javelin or my spear? Or is it about the same? I don't know. I guess I'll figure that out as I continue to play the Warden. That needs a little meat on his bones. Right. There's a few more up here. Just need maybe one more. Let me kill this archer, and then I think we should be good. Alrighty. I think that's that, so let's return to our elf friend. Let him know we did some good things here today. These little bear cubs everywhere. Wonder if Mama Bear's nearby. Oh, right there, Mama Bear. Alright, sir.
Swilad Melon.
Well done, Kippen. The enemy may raise more wights from the bones of the fallen, and when they do, it will be our duty to send them back from their ancient graves.
Swilad Melon.
Ah, Kippen, I fear that, unlike my brothers, my task shall remain unfulfilled. In truth, there is nothing in the lore that I have found to rid the world of such abominations as now call Hodlin their home. Nevertheless, I must thank you for all that you have done for me and my brothers, and reward you as befits a valiant warrior. Alright, so that's that with him. So now, let's continue the prologue quest here for the elves. And find Algarken. See if he knows anything about Averthal. So I guess it's going to be in this Dourhands encampment here. Ringdale. Let me dismount and start killing some stuff. Okay. Yeah, I'll just kill this guy and go through the right. Alrighty. Alright, I wonder if he's being held prisoner here. I think I see him back there. Let me kind of clear out this area because I might need to escort him out. So I might as well kill some of these dwarves first. Kill that guy right there. Careful, do not alert them to my presence. Are you here to help me? My friend Averthal was taken by goblins, and I followed them to this encampment of dwarves. They are holding him high up in the cliffs that divide the lowlands from western Hodlin. I tried to free him, but there were too many. The dwarves pursued me here, and I doubt not it is too late. They have come. Prepare yourself, they are almost upon us. Alright, so it looks like we're gonna get assaulted by something. There we are. There they are, get them. There are more dwarves on the way, be ready. Alright, there's a few coming up here. There they are, get them. I can make it out from here. Remember what I told you. Alright, so it looks like it was the doing of the goblins and the Dourhands, not necessarily some of our dwarven friends from Gondomon. So let's go talk to Gaelfin and see what we can do about all this. Just gonna run past these guys. Now we also have the dwarf prologue here. So hopefully once the quest lines merge, I can turn both of these in and get credit for both of them. .40. I think I've been recording for what, like 10 minutes? God, man, I need to find a better way into Gondomon. Alright, let's talk to our elf friend up here.
Sweet-eyed Malon.
Averthal is being held in that encampment after all? You have done well, Kippen, but this confirms my fears of Master Dourhands. The dwarves are indeed behind the capture of Averthal. The time has come to confront Matthew Stouthand, the Lord of Gondomon, with this news. If he will not command his dwarves to release Averthal, then my time as emissary is over. There will be war.
Greetings, friend. Will you lend me your ear?
Matthew looked me in the eye this very morning and swore that the dwarves were proud to have elves of Duiland as neighbors. Such dishonesty, and right to my face. I thought he was truer than that, but I should have known better. No dwarf can be trusted when you have works of art or history that he desires to possess. Go to Matthew Stouthand and demand that he orders his dwarves to release Averthal. If he wants war, he shall have it. You must tell him this: I do not trust myself to speak to one so dishonest without striking him. You will find Matthew on the upper levels of Gondomon. Make haste. We may have need to return at once to Duiland to prepare for war. Alright, let us talk to Matthew. It's gonna be all the way up here, I believe. Alright, so I guess let's start with dwarf or elf? Dwarf or elf? Let's do this one.
Greetings.
Yeah. You could not have arrived with this news at a better time, Kippen. An elf prince has gone missing, and the elves are convinced that we abducted him and refuse to believe otherwise. We have learned where their prince is. He's being held in an encampment of Dourhands to the northeast. Your information tells us a great deal about his fate, and I hope it is enough. The elves have sent an emissary to Gondomon, and she insists that we rescue Averthal as a sign of our goodwill. A sign of our goodwill. As if the Longbeards need to prove anything. I have always considered myself an even-tempered dwarf, but this emissary has gone too far. We need someone who is neither dwarf nor elf to organize this rescue. I do not want to be responsible for an outbreak of war in the Blue Mountains. I'm not going to finish it just yet. Let me kind of see what's going on with the elf path.
What do you want?
Hold your accusations, Hobbit. My people are not responsible for your missing prince. I am offended both by the accusation and by your tone. Your elf prince is being held in the encampment to the north? Ah, yes, that explains a great deal. You see, my people are Longbeards, an honorable family, descended from Durin, the first father of the dwarves. The dwarf camp to the north has been constant annoyance to me and my folk. It was established by the Dourhands, a thoroughly unwholesome family of dwarves who traced their ancestry to the evil Skullgrim Dourhand. Dwarves may have taken Averdal, true, but not my dwarves. The Dourhands are to blame, and they are as much a thorn on my side as they are in yours.
Come and stay a moment.
That elf woman is stiff-necked and suspicious. She does not recognize the difference between Durin's folk and the Dourhands. If my dwarfs attempt to rescue the elf prince and fail, she will assume that we are in league with the Dourhands and call for war upon my people. What we need is someone trusted by elves and dwarves alike to make this attempt. There's a man, a ranger, out of the wilds in the east, who has assisted both of our kindreds at sundry times. He is masterful in the art of hunting and stealth. Seek Ranger Langlas at the Hunter's Lodge to the east of here. I only hope that he will accept this responsibility. Alright, so let's try to finish up this quest. Okay. So I think the paths have merged. So now let us talk to Langlas. And we can try to figure out how to rescue the elf prince. That'll be nice. First though, let me turn in some tasks since I'm right here. Let me see what I actually have to turn in. Got some daggers and some broken sword sheaths. What else do I got? I think that's about it for now. I'll just turn in multiple rounds of broken daggers and broken sword sheaths. Right.
What do you want? Greetings.
There is a deed for doing an ungodly amount of tasks, so that's why I like doing the tasks. Also, the reputation is quite nice. So the first deed is to complete 100 tasks, and then there's like 200
Greetings.
and maybe even beyond that.
What do you want?
Alright, let me do one more. Alrighty.
What do you want?
Perfect. And I've reached my task limits, but let me take a pony
I am at
to
your
Thresi's Lodge so I can go talk to Langlas. So I got my task limit reached. And once you complete those task deeds, I think you actually get more tasks per day. So I think I'll be able to do 6. You can also buy task limit with turbine points. But I'm not really going to waste my points on that. Alright, so we are about to go rescue this prince. I'm pretty excited. And then this is the Shire one from earlier. Okay. We're doing good here. I think we're almost done with Erluin. When I'm trying to decide how to split up the seasons, it makes sense to do it by map. But at the same time, some of these maps are very short, so it makes for very short seasons. So I don't really know. Let me know what you guys think if you have any kind of opinion as to how I should break up the seasons. I think for now I kind of like sticking to one map for each season, even though some of them may be shorter and some of them may be longer. I think that makes sense to break it up that way. I know that when I do the Mines of Moria, I'm going to make like a super season, because there are multiple regions within Moria, but for that one I think the entire season is going to be all of Moria. Pretty excited about that one.
What's your name?
Elves and dwarves living as neighbors in Erluin is worse than keeping a lynx kitten and a wolf pup in the same house, and I hope you don't take offense to my saying so. In the interest of maintaining peace in Erluin, I will respect Matthew Stouthand's wishes and arrange for the rescue of Averdal. I do not want to bear the burden of our rescue ending in failure, but a ranger does not have the luxury of refusing charges such as this one. If I were to refuse, Averdal's life would be forfeit, and so too would be the peace in Erluin. I will organize the attempt if you will help me.
Would you do something for me?
Rumor of Avrothal's capture has come to me. Matthew's fears have merit. The elves of Dourhands remembered the treachery of Skogrim Dourhands 600 years ago and do not easily recognize the difference between dwarves. The short reign of Thrain and his son Thorin in Eredluin was marked by a grudging peace only because their folk kept to themselves and did not trouble the elves. Very well, I will help you rescue Avrothal and hopefully avert a war. In these darkening times, strife between the enemies of Mordor can only serve to aid the Dark Lord. This rescue will not be easy. Return to me when you are ready to depart for the Dourhand encampment.
Greetings.
This will be a difficult task. I will guide you to the place I believe Avrothal is being held. We will no doubt have to fight our way through a gauntlet of sturdy Dourhand warriors. We must watch out for each other's back, lest we fall. Are you ready to leave?
The Ranger Langlass prepares to mount an effort to rescue the elf prince Avrothal from the clutches of the treacherous Dourhands.
Excellent. Let's do this rescue mission.
We must hurry.
We should proceed without delay. Together we may defeat the Dourhands and rescue Avrothal. Doing some SEAL Team 6 stuff over here, man. Kill these bad boys. Alright. Careful, there will be many enemies ahead. Nice, completed Hendraval's Slayer. Now I need to complete the advanced of it. I'll do that at some point. Looks like my reputation with Thorin's Hall has increased as well. Give me a moment to catch my breath. What are you talking about? I'm here getting my butt whooped by a dwarf and his bird, and he's just like sitting over there breathing. Come on, dude. Come on, Langlass. You are a shame to the Rangers. Really? Let's rest here for a moment.
They know we are here.
They know we are here now. The fighting will be worse up ahead. Now, it is time to go. Careful now, we are moving deeper into their camp. Come on, sir, let's go. Let me get rid of all of this. Alright, let me start killing this guy. Alright, got a few of them up ahead. One moment, I thought I heard something up ahead. Dude, come on, man. We're fighting. No time to rest. Really should practice switching between melee and ranged whenever they come in. I get stubborn and I feel like just staying in one stance forever, but I really should switch between the two when it's appropriate. Right. Come on, Langlass. Gotta keep doing this. Is he resting again by the campfire? What a fool. Alrighty. Let's keep going. Let us hold here. I sense we are near the end of our pursuit. We will need all of our strength for the coming battle, I fear. Looks like there's a leader here, Hakon Ironfist. Interesting.
You are a boon companion.
This has been a long and dangerous trek, but I am glad to have had you by my side throughout it all. Come now, let us end this. Let's do it. Got an evil-looking dwarf over here, Mr. Hakon Ironfist. You, deliver Avrothal up to us or face the consequences. Fool, did you think we would keep him here? Avrothal has already been taken to Kelendul. He will die, you will die, all our foes will die. How Skogrim will reward me when I bring him your heads. Alright, gonna beat the hell out of this guy. Come, my pets. His little pets didn't make it in time to save him. Poor guy. Alright. This has been a waste of time and blood, neither of which we can afford. Let us discuss our possible paths back at the lodge. Hurry, we must return. So it seems it was a trap. Avorthal has already been transported to the docks.
What can I do for you?
This is certainly distressing news. It appears the Dourhands were one step ahead of us all this while. Ah well, I suppose we must follow their trail. Kelendul is the center of Dourhand power, the last remaining town in Ered Luin which they control. Conflict will not be easily avoided there. Let's forget to pick a crappy reward.
Might I take a moment of your time?
We must not delay, Kippen. We must rescue Avorthal from the Dourhands before they are able to set sail. The Dourhands control the port city of Kelendul to the east, and the ship they plan to carry Avorthal is surely docked there. Kelendul is defended by a score of Dourhands, and it is a position of great strength. We cannot hope to attack it directly. If we are to have any hope of rescuing Avorthal from Kelendul, we will need the help from one who knows the city. I know a dwarf, a Longbeard named Svarner, who was the harbor master of the port before the Dourhands captured the city. You will find him to the east of here, not far from Kelendul. Alright. I think I've already talked to Svarner before to do a previous quest. So let's go see what he's up to.
Greetings, traveler.
You want to get inside of Kelendul? I'm the dwarf you need. The Dourhands have let my fine harbor sink into filth and disrepair. Any foe of theirs is a friend of mine. A ship came out of the north and has been sitting at anchor for a few days now. From what I can gather, she's called the Irestone, and her captain is a particularly unpleasant-looking Dourhand. If he's planning on taking this elf prince back north on his ship, you'll need to hurry. I overheard the guards at the gates saying that the ship wouldn't be long in the port. During the day, you will be too visible, but at night, you need not be a burglar to sneak into Kelendul undetected. You want to stay clear of the night watch, or they'll raise the alarm. So we need to talk to Svarner and rescue Avorthal, which we will do. We will do that. But it's going to be in the next episode. Nice climax to this whole prologue quest is waiting for you in the next one. So be sure to take the vow of not-stop gaming and join the monastery by hitting the subscribe button. Leave a like on the video, and I'll catch you guys next time.